Good afternoon, and here's what's happening in your markets. Boeing Co. is confronting a significant labor dispute as its largest employee, UNIO, the International Association of Mechanists and Aerospace Workers District 751, has overwhelmingly voted to authorize a strike with nearly 99.9% approval. Representing approximately 32,000 workers, the union is demanding a 40% pay increase and the reinstatement of the traditional pension program. Additionally, the union seeks guarantees that Boeing's next aircraft will be manufactured in Washington state. This is a developing story with many people watching closely after the catastrophe of the recent WestJet mechanic strike last month. We'll be keeping an eye on this story as more information comes available. Shares of Boeing are currently trading at $181 US. And over to transportation news, where Ford Motor Co. has announced plans to commence assembly of its F-Serie Super Duty pickup trucks at its Oakville, Ontario plant starting in 2026. This strategic shift comes as the company faces delays in launching electric vehicle production at the site. The U.S. automaker projects this move will boost production capacity by up to 100,000 units and create 1,800 jobs to be filled by Unifor represented workers. Ford Motor Co. is trading at $14.50 US. And how expensive is rent prices on the Canadian West Coast? Well, an art student studying in Vancouver has weighed his options and has had to take a unique approach to saving on rent by flying to university here in Vancouver from Calgary instead of paying out-of-control rent prices for an apartment. The average cost for a one-bedroom here in the city starts at about $2,500 a month, not including utilities. Compare that to an average cost of $1,700 per month for a one-bedroom in Calgary City Centre and $2,300 a month in Toronto City Centre. This art student pays about $150 round-trip twice a week, which is about $1,200 per month total. That's half the monthly rent for an apartment here in Vancouver. Even with airfare included in his monthly costs, his monthly spend for living works out to be much less, sparking much concern on significant affordable renting costs here in Vancouver. With skyrocketing rental prices across the West Coast, home buying is a far reach for many, and rental pricing is trailing closely behind, making it nearly impossible for not just students, but many working professionals as well, often having to choose places farther away from work and school for affordability over spending a large portion of the budget for rent. For Canadian investors, this situation presents both challenges and opportunities. Stable rental income potential, the impact of government policies on property values, market volatility, and the growing emphasis on social responsibility. Many landlords and investors are now prioritizing quality tenants over higher rental costs, recognizing that reliable long-term tenants can provide more consistent returns and better property maintenance. What are your thoughts? Join the conversation over on our bullboards at stockhouse.com. That's your afternoon market update. I'm Lindsay Melchuk. See you tomorrow.